guys! So this video today is going to be a contour for dummies video or a contour for noobs. So if you are experienced in the contour world or you normally do contour, you don't need to watch this. This is for people who just have no clue what it's all about. All right, so just to let you know, I am coming at this from a theater background. So my background is in theater makeup, and we've been doing contour and highlight since before it was cool. Okay, and so I've noticed that I don't know why I'm talking with my brushes. What makeup gurus out there do is they do theater makeup, and that looks great on stage or in Instagram photos, but in real life it's a bit much. So I'm gonna show you today how to have just everyday contour just to enhance you a little bit. So for this For this I'm going to use my acti-labs contour palette, it's called, and it is perfect. It has everything in it I need. I'll show you the inside, but it is a hot mess because I use this a lot. So there's a mirror up here, and then there used to be blush here, but I used it all. Shadow, highlight, and then a white highlight in there as well. This one's matte and this one's shiny. So this is what I do. The first thing I'm going to show you is highlight. I usually just do highlight. I don't do a lot of big time contouring. I'll tell you why in another video. How about? So the secret to contouring is basically that you want to go from where the light would hit you normally, that's where you put a highlight, okay? Where the light would hit you normally, underneath that is where a shadow would be caused. So if your cheekbones were more pronounced, it would cause more of a shadow and you'd have more highlight here. So you want to make it look like your cheekbones are more pronounced. Now here's my big thing. You don't have to follow all of the tutorials out there on makeup. You don't have to follow that drawing of the face with the contouring and highlighting on it. You don't have to do anything, but you should look at your own face and figure out what you want to enhance. When people do highlighting and contouring of the nose, it's to thin it and make it longer. If you already have a long, thin nose, or you like the shape of your nose naturally, you don't have to do that. But for some reason, people think, oh, this is what I have to do. No, you do what you want to do. That's what I meant to say. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to use here is the the sparkly highlight, not sparkly, but shimmery highlight. I like to use a fan brush for this. I feel like this makes a world of difference. And this one's from Morphe. It's a synthetic brush from Morphe. I only use synthetic. And I'm just gonna put it in there. And again, you just want to go from where the light naturally would hit you. So dust it down, dust it down. And I'm just putting enough on to look kind of natural. Now I do love a bright highlight. I love it. It looks fake and I love it. But I'm just gonna do kind of a natural one today. So just along your bone there is how you do it. And the same with this side. And brush it along the bone. Okay. See, you can see it there, how it's like shining in the light. I have my window right there, so that's why my background is kind of weird. Oh look, you can see my disgusting closet. Great. Because I'm trying to get the light here. So you do that along your bones. Then I personally like to put a little bit down my nose because I feel like my nose is too wide. So I have a mirror down here, so I'm trying to look in there. And I just put it, oh, you can hear my son in the other room. And sometimes if you want to put more, if you want it thicker, see, you just take your finger and there. And I like to do that to highlight my nose. Now, wherever you put it, the eye is going to be drawn automatically up there, so you might not even need to put shadow on because this has done sort of the job for you. Another really cute place to put it, whew, that was noisy, is right above here, above your Cupid's bow. I'm gonna use my finger for that too, so it's dark. And that gives your lip a little bit of like, oh. Hey, son, could you eat that freezy more quietly? Thanks. Okay, just gives it a little, woo. Some people like to put it on their forehead as well. If you want to make your forehead look bigger, then you can put it on up in there. Up in the brow bone when you're doing your eyeshadow is a good spot. I think because of the lighting, this side's looking a lot more done, but they're both done, I promise. Okay, so where you put that is where you want to put the contour is the opposite. And wherever you put the contour, it will sink in more. Right, it will sink in more. It will, what's the word? Shrink back. So here's a good example. If I put it in my chin, obviously I have a cleft in my chin. If I want my chin cleft to kind of disappear, if I want to look more like this, I put light in there, and the light would reflect out and it would look more even. If I want it to look darker, just put that in there, and whoa, that's a big old butt. Okay, so that's kind of the idea of how this works. So I'm going to use a blush brush from acti-labs, and I take this and then I'm gonna pinch it a little bit with my fingers. Actually, I'm gonna try something. I'm just gonna try this right now for the first time. One of my students did this. She took a bobby pin and clamped it on hers. Oh, look at that. It kind of makes a fan brush. Might be too fanny, but we'll give it a try. It's a little too pinched, I think. That'd be good, though, to make a fan brush for the top, but I don't like it that pinched. So I'm just going to pinch it with my fingers. And I'm going to go into the dark right here, the brown. As you can see, I don't use it as much. And then I'm going to go, and on my face, I can actually kind of already see it. But you want to go where the bottom of your cheekbone is. So kind of go, Don't do this. It won't work as well. Go, And then you're gonna just put it under there. So that's kind of a thick line, but just kind of to show you. Don't go too far down here because you'll end up looking like a marionette. And I'll put it on this side. Okay, so like that, and then blend. Blend, 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 blend. Huge. I'm also noticing in the mirror, this looks great. In the camera though, it looks really overdone. So I'll blend it out for you guys a little bit more. But that makes my cheeks look a little thinner, pops them a bit. Really blend it out. Then if you want your nose to look a little bit thinner, see how it already looks like I have a little bit darker there? You want to put dark there on the two sides of your nose. I'm not going to do that though because I look stupid when I do that. But if that's something that you are interested in, there's a lot of really good videos out there for you to watch about that. Another example of something that you don't need to do unless you want to alter your look is your forehead. If you want a smaller forehead, then you would take your contour, the darker one, and kind of put it up in here. Now I'm just doing this for an example. I actually don't want a smaller forehead. For one thing, I like the look of a big forehead. And also, if you like take your fingers, you can kind of, the top of your brow to the top of, or to the bottom line of your head. You can see how many fingers it is. Mine's only 3, so it's not that bad. So if you have like a larger forehead that you want to look smaller, then you just do this. And you can just, and make sure to blend this though. You can really tell when people don't, and it looks like you put, you know, darkness on the top of your head. You can also, if you want, put it on your temples. I don't want to, but some people like that look. Or put light on your temples if you want them to stick out more. And underneath your chin, if you put it on the underneath your chin and on your jawline, that'll make your jaw stick out more. Not something I want or need because I'm all chin, but you might want to. So yeah, there is your quick tutorial for dummies, and sorry, you're not dummies, you're sweethearts. So just remember to do it for your face and for what you want to enhance or diminish. Thanks, bye.